Alright everyone, and welcome back. This is our third and final part of the units showcase for Man of War 2. This time we are taking a look at the last faction, the US of America. And this, much like previous ones that we've covered, have some very interesting units, very unique and fun units that I am surely gonna have a lot of fun playing with. So let's get into it. We start off as per usual with some pretty standard units. Got the 1919 30 caliber bomb squad engineers, M3 anti-tank gun, got a Harley Davidson, Gasm, and yeah, this is 37 easy Maxon. This is a very cool unit though. This is a 450 cal strapped together. It's pretty much the same gun that you have on the quad M16 half track, and this is the towable version. It's very cool, very good, and it can shred anything: infantry, planes, and even lightly armored vehicles. Then we got the pack howitzer. Got a bunch of units, wheelies with the 30 cal. I like how it says car with a machine gun. Very descriptive. Got the Piper L4 reconnaissance plane. And we got a very cool little tank here that you don't see too often. You basically never see actually in World War II games. And it's the M2A1. Early war tank from the US Army. Got a 37mm, two forward and back facing machine guns. Cool little tank. Very cool. Very nice to see. Very happy to see it. Moving on. Got resistance fighters. This is our first premium collectible unit. And yeah, it's the French. As you can see, they have a special skin. They got special weapons, a variety of them. As you can see, this guy has an MP40. This guy has a Lee Enfield, and you know, it's just a as you can see, captured and British firearms, and they have some special abilities. They're a bit of a rat unit, as with the bomb squad and other infiltration units. Nice to see represented. A bunch of fuel trucks, mortars, M16, as I said before, in the quad, very nice. The 50 cal, cannot go wrong with it. M20, this is basically a M8 chassis with 50 cal mounted on it. Nice little light vehicle. And then we got the Stewarts as well as the personnel carrier M3 half track. Got AA guns as well, 37mm. Pathfinders as well as snipers. Naturally, as you can imagine, the US has a lot of paratrooper options and generally airborne options. Pathfinders are one of them. Very nice. Then we got some very cool units. Look at this. This is a Willis 80. It's a car with a fucking double Zuka on top. Look at this thing. Look at this. It's armored, well, as armored as a Jeep can be, and just has two Zooks on top. Do not underestimate this little bad boy, because if this gets around your tank, it is over. This thing can kill pretty much anything. Naturally, it's very vulnerable, but it's very rat little tank. Very nice to see. Moving on, as I said, different kind of Stewart. We got the M3 as well as the M5. Chassis changes, armor values changes, but it's a Stewart at heart. Pathfinder squad howitzers, and we got some Boyce AT rifles. As I said before, you know, all the other factions have some kind of early AT or early handheld anti-tank guns, and the US is no stranger to that. This is a premium though. I believe you can get this by playing the campaign, which is another cool feature this game has. As I said before in the other videos, you can buy these kind of premium vehicles and units with coins earned through playing the game. You cannot buy coins. There are no microtransactions. There are no there is no internal shop. It's just you unlock them by playing, and some of them you unlock by playing the campaign, which is very nice. They've got the brand carrier. The United Kingdom faction is not in the game just yet, but as we've seen with the Soviets, there are some British units in the game already, and the Universal Carrier is one of them. Got a military police, not a premium unit, can be very useful for recon and anti-saboteur operations. And then we got another little cool unit, Premium Willis MB M2. It's the same kind of Jeep that I showed as this one, but it has a 50 cal mounted on top. And then we got the P51. It comes in as with all the other planes with different ordnance. Got bombs, 50 cals naturally, 6 of them, and rockets as well. As you can see, this one has rockets, HVARs. And yeah, the Mustang is always cool. Then we got this fucking abomination of a thing. Look at this thing. What the hell is this? Unfortunately, I cannot rotate here, but it's a Jeep with a 30 caliber on top and an anti-tank gun in the back. It's a WC-52 with the 37 M3. Another very cool, unique rat vehicle that can definitely wreak havoc in the early game. We also have the LVTs. We're gonna see a lot of units that were used in the Pacific because Japan is also supposed to be in the game, and it will be in the game sooner or later. So we got the LVT, we got the other version, the premium version of the LVT that has the turret of an M8 Scott, which means that it has a howitzer. Pretty cool. Got bazookas. We got the Chaffee, nice little light tank. Good to see. Good to see. More half tracks, and then we got the M3 Lee, an incredibly fun unit to use because it has 2 guns, 75 and 37 millimeter, as well as machine guns. And yeah, the way this game works, it just feels fun to play with multiple turreted tanks. Got the regular Sherman, first iteration of the Sherman M4A1. There's gonna be multiple and a lot of versions of the Sherman that we're gonna see later. Got the Greyhound, M8 armored car. Got the M8 Scott as well. Scouts. Got the Bofors, 57mm anti-tank and M1 mortars. We got the T48, which is a half track with a anti-tank gun mounted on top, 57mm. Got the mortar half track as well. Officer, and we got gliders. There are gliders in this game. I believe these are currently the only gliders. It's a premium unit. It's the Devils. It's a paratrooper unit, and it's very cool. It's very cool. Can it show that? No, it doesn't show. But as you can see, you know, it's got the Johnson 1941 light machine gun, M1 carbines, got Thompsons. It's a cool little unit. I definitely looking forward to using them. And then we got also the regular paratroopers that are paradropped. Flamethrowers, we got the Hellcat, we got the M19. This is 2 40mm guns. It's an AA tank. People that play War Thunder will be familiar with it. And then we got our first premium Sherman. It's the M4A2. Not much changes. I mean, a lot changes from the M4A1. But this is your average classic Sherman. And then we got the M4A3 Sherman Dog. It's called like that because it has that dog in him. And by that I mean that this is an amphibious tank. It can obviously cross rivers and lakes if necessary. And that's why it's premium. It's a pretty cool little tank. Definitely a must for collectors. Got M5 anti-tank gun, this is 76mm. Got the Priest M7, Saboteurs, the whole thing. 105 Sherman, this thing is incredibly strong. You will have seen Elper use it in my other videos. and it's very good. It can kill tanks, artillery, infantry, you name it, and it's very accurate. Also have the M10 Wolverine, cannot go wrong with it. Veteran Sappers Artillery 1919. The A20, this is the attacker for the US. It comes in with different weapons, mainly bombs, but also rockets. M4A3, standard Sherman, and then we got the premium version, the M4A4. It's just a slightly better Sherman, but it's a Sherman at heart. Not much there is to it. But since it's a premium vehicle, it comes in with premium abilities and such. M3 Scout Car, got the WC51 with the military police premium version. Pretty much the same as a military police, but with the WC51. And then we got the big guns. We got the Pershing M26. You cannot go wrong with it. It is a beast, as well as the M36 Slugger or Jackson. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's an M36 with a 90mm gun that can pen pretty much most of the German tanks. We got the premium version M4A276, so you can find this in the Soviet tech tree as well. And yeah, it's just an M4A2 with a 76mm, nothing much. We got the Jumbo though. Jumbo is a big guy. He is very strong. An immense amount of frontal armor. Not a lot can pan it from the front, and it's a beast. It's definitely a very good tank. We got the Marines. USMC. As I said, obviously did not fight in Europe, but the Japanese will come, and when they will, the Marines are here to wait for them. Got the M12 King Kong. This is a huge artillery 155mm gun. I think it can take out tanks as well, but it's pretty much an artillery piece. If you look at it, it says assault self-propelled gun. M2 90mm AA gun. It can also take out tanks, as you can imagine, but it is incredibly good at taking out planes. So definitely a must if your opponent is spamming planes. We got another premium Sherman. This time is the Zippo. It's a flamethrower tank, also known as the Crocodile, I believe. And yeah, it's a very good tank. As I said in the previous two videos that I have already done, flamethrowers are immensely strong. Moving on, we have M18 anti-tank riflemen. These have recoilless anti-tank weapons. Very good. Any kind of shaped charge heat gun in this game will absolutely annihilate vehicles. It's very realistic under that circumstance. Moving on, we have the Easy 8. It's a must-have within the US faction. Great tank. We also have the National Guard. For any of you out there that are actually guardsmen, there you go. You are finally represented in a World War II game. Lamau. We have a big guy. This is Long Tom, I believe, as it was called. Huge gun, 8-inch howitzer, 203mm, much like the B4. Then we have a premium Sherman, and I will show you this because this looks beautiful. As you can see, look at that. It's got a special skin. It doesn't have anything else other than the premium abilities for the tank, but it is a Sherman, and it's cool. It's got "We are coming to something," but it's nice. It's got Uncle Sam on it. It speaks American. They clearly do not know what the fuck is a kilometer, and I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. And pretty much the same as the Thunderbolt. It's an M4A2 76, but it has a razor for the things, the bocages, that's what they're called. And it has a cool skin. It's got thunderbolts, it's got the stars on the gun, and they only speak freedom within this tank. Another cool looking collectible. And moving over to the last couple of units here. Got elite snipers, as I said, every faction has them. We got the crab, which is the minesweeper version of the Sherman, but be careful, this can also take out infantry, and it is not very pleasant to look at. We got the army rangers, Calliope, and then we got this behemoth, T26E4. This is the Super Pershing, another extremely late war tank. As you can see, it has added armor. You could say it has spaced armor, but this is actually Panther armor. They salvaged the Panther armor and they just slapped it on top of the Pershing, and so the Super Pershing was born. It's got a huge, long 90mm gun. It's longer than the the regular Pershing, and yeah, it's got a lot more armor, but it's also a lot heavier and a lot bulkier, and just fucking beast. We also have the Jumbo 76. It's just the Jumbo with the 76mm. Got Raiders, which are more paratroopers, special ones. And then we have the Tank Commandos. You know, you got the early one, but also the Marines with the dog, the dog Sherman. Very cool Pacific kind of bundle. And then we have Two-Tail. We got the T28 T95. Look at this behemoth. Those of you who play War Thunder will most definitely recognize it. It is in the game, and it's so nice to see it in the game. It was a World War II design. It was meant to break through the Gustav line in Italy, but never made it across. And now it's here for us to admire in all its beauty. And it's also an incredibly good tank destroyer, naturally. 105mm gun, great frontal armor, even side armor. It's gonna be a menace on the battlefield for sure. And yeah, that completes our showcase of the units in Man of War 2. As you can see, if you've watched all the videos, there's an immense amount of variety when it comes to vehicles, and there's gonna be even more variety with all the new add-ons that they're gonna release, new factions, new units, and so on and so on. And I am here for it. I cannot wait. I am so happy that this game is finally coming out, and I'm so grateful to Fulcrum and Bestway to have given me the opportunity to make these videos early on, to have this copy of the game early on. So thank you to them. They've done an amazing job. I am so glad, honestly, that this game has been delayed. It was supposed to come out last September, I think, or something like that, but now it's coming out. And yeah, this is great. I am so happy. I can't wait to make more content on it. Check out my Twitch channel. That is where most of the content will be done. And yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll see you around.